Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Bill may demand a specialist for Liam who'll eventually uncover the verity about his excrescence. This lead to Grace deception getting exposed. Bill's going to be a man on a charge. Bill's going to play a crucial part in Liam's plot moving forward and may contend on bringing in further medical opinions. Bill has plenitude of plutocrat and connections, so he'll be suitable to get the stylish care for Liam possible. Bill clash with Grace if he tries to put other croakers in charge of Liam's case. Grace has formerly been acting weird when it comes to Liam and the treatment quintet she's been so pushy about. Between that and Grace's shady phone calls, commodity's surely out then. Grace also sounded hopeless to keep Liam as her own particular case, but Finn prompted her to handle Sheila's surgery rather. There must be a reason why Grace is so fixated on Liam and his excrescence situation. Bill may be the one to get to the bottom of effects with help of a specialist or indeed a platoon of them. A new croaker. Discover that Liam's inoperable excrescence opinion was wrong. Liam have commodity additional ailing him rather. Commodity that's veritably reparable once he recovers from his projectile crack. Grace has been defining medicines for Liam, but those capsules may have been making him worse rather better. It's clear that Grace is a secure croaker. So Bill may hire someone differently who helps him figure out all the mystification pieces. Liam will struggle through a coma extremity in the fate of all the sandhouse fermentation, but there may be stopgap for his future. Since there's evidence that Liam will still be on the air in September, Bill could help make some discoveries related to his son. Poppy will face some terrible mama counter-reaction as Lee says Luna no way had a chance. Now that Lee has delivered updates on Luna's grim fate, Poppy clearly is torn up about it. Rather of grieving for the son she brought into the world, Poppy is principally celebrating. Although Luna will question whether Poppy really understands the graveness of the situation, Poppy will stick to her cruel view. After Poppy reprises that she's glad Luna is dead, Lee will pull her into a private room for a heated battle. Poppy won't suppose there's anything left to be said, but Lee will fire back that there's plenitude. Since Lee won't get how Poppy could be so inhuman, Poppy will wonder if she should have prevaricated to make Lee feel more. Lee will remind Poppy that Luna was her meat and blood, but Poppy will maintain that she's happy to be relieved of her. That'll set Lee off indeed more, so she'll call Poppy out for being an awful mama and ask how someone so vile could be her family. Lee will declare that Luna no way had a chance. Poppy's harsh station will leave Lee induced that Luna's mama was always the real problem. Luna stockpiled nearly for her continued recovery. It's easy to imagine Lee promising she wouldn't abandon her the way Poppy did since Luna deserves some real family. Luna has further appearances ahead, so all signs point to her being alive despite what Luna told Poppy and the others. When it comes to Finn's response to Luna's death, he may deal with some equivocal passions. Finn will suffer in some ways and feel at peace in others since Steffi's safety is what matters most. Whether Steffi says it or not, she'll no doubt understand Poppy's perspective when it comes to being pleased about Luna's demise. We should also talk about Liam since Bill will rush to the sanitarium and demand to see his son right down. Bill will have a tense hassle with Ridge and Taylor, but he'll contend he has no defenses and will lament helping Luna score her freedom for the rest of his life. After Bill acknowledges that everyone has a right to be furious with him, he'll make it clear that all he truly cares about in this moment is seeing Liam. Bill will make his way to Liam's bedside and most likely turn on the waterworks. Hope and Liam may reunite after a life-saving twist. Will Hope eventually realize she wants her ex-husband further than Carter? Hope's formerly been dreading losing Liam, so she's holding out stopgap for a phenomenon. The study of Liam dying due to an inoperable brain excrescence has been tough for Hope to indeed suppose about. The situation has gotten worse now that Liam's been shot. Luna Mayhem will really take a risk on Liam's loved bones, including Hope. Fortunately, a blurted script for an forthcoming September occasion still has Liam on the cast list, so that's good news for his survival. Liam will pull through this firing extremity and most likely get the phenomenon Hope's been wishing for when it comes to his excrescence as well, at least in a way. Considering how crazy Grace has been acting recently, There has to be some kind of story curveball brewing. It seems like Grace is deceiving Liam about his condition for shady reasons that'll be revealed soon enough. All signs point to Liam ending this plot as a healthy man. That could obviously be a game changer for Liam's future, especially when it comes to his love life. Liam pushed Hope back in Carter's direction because he wanted her to have someone when he was no longer around. Will Liam's passions shift formally he realizes he's not dying after all? Hope's heart could clearly pull her back toward Liam after nearly losing him, first through this excrescence fake estual and also through this firing chaos. It's easy to imagine Hope allowing she's been given another chance at happiness with Liam and choosing to take advantage of it. Hope may ultimately realize she wants her ex-husband further than she wants Carter, particularly if Daphne comes back to stir the pot. Will Hope break up with Carter to reunite with Liam? Will Liam and Hope turn out to be the wind-up couple to root for? Hope will have some messy passions to contend with in the coming months. Lee, Grace, and Bridget going to work on 3 people in surgery. Plus, Carter tells Hope that he'll be a great stepfather to her children, but Liam should be involved as long as possible. Luna is completely out of control over Finn and her half-family, Hayes. She criticized Steffi. Sheila tried to talk Luna down, but Luna didn't hear. Steffi tried to leave, but Luna told her not to. Luna refocused a gun at Steffi to try to keep her from leaving, and Sheila ended up trying to scuffle the gun down from her granddaughter before she made another huge mistake. The gun went off, and Sheila got shot. Effects went indeed more sideways, leaving 3 people injured and in critical condition. Carter surprised Hope with the offer, and she said yes. Her ex-husband, Liam, is dying, and Hope has spent quite a bit of time with him as he lives out his final days. It all started when Sheila fell for Deacon. The love of the reformed ex-con, who's worked hard to change his own image and character, has helped guide her down a path of respectability. She's no longer consumed with vengeance and colluding. Sheila has been walking the straight and narrow, working a steady job and, overall, clinging to Finn's request to steer clear of him and his family despite her deep desire to be a part of it. Sheila's clicked with her deeply worried granddaughter, Luna, but not as a mate in crime. The new, advanced Sheila has actually done everything possible to be a positive influence on Luna. She's worked hard to steer the wayward youthful woman in the right direction, prompting her to let go of her preoccupation with Steffi, who she blames for keeping her from her father, Finn. Sheila's indeed encouraged Luna to leave city to start a new life and get down from the triggers that could eventually shoot her back to captivity. The final chapter in Sheila's metamorphosis from sickie to rescuer couldn't have played out any better. Upon learning that Luna had a gun from Remy and recalling her pitfalls to get relief of Steffi and promising that she was going to go out with a bang, Sheila sprung into action. Unfit to reach Finn, who was ignoring her textbooks, Sheila arrived at her son's home hopeless to save his woman. And advised Taylor that Steffi was in peril. After learning that Steffi had been summoned to Hayes Sand Academy and was having issues with a new schoolteacher named Miss Sunshine, Sheila's curiosity piqued. Chancing the origami that Hayes had made in class, containing a picture of the sun, a broken heart, and a moon, Sheila put 2 and 2 together and contended to the academy. The woman who formerly considered Steffi her nemesis was riding to her deliverance. When Luna refocused a gun at Steffi, Sheila contended with her to put the armament down, but Luna remained undeterred. Having no other choice, Sheila tried to controvert the gun down from her, only to be shot in the process. It was the final step in Sheila's mind-blowing metamorphosis from sickie to rescuer. She selflessly put her own life on the line to spare Steffi. Now all Sheila can do is hope that her valorous move might eventually open the door for Finn and Steffi to let her into their lives.